Hello, everybody. It's Dan Martin, and you know what? It's interesting. It's kind of cool, actually. I'm participating in the 90-day video challenge. This is day one for me, and of course, this whole thing was my idea. I don't know if it was years ago or maybe about a year ago. I challenged everybody in the elite group to start the 90-day challenge. I said, hey, I think this is the best way to get you to the starting line where YouTube and Google like you. And that's, as Jesse states, like 90 days, right? So, or 90 videos, excuse me. So I said, let's do that. Let's get to that starting line where Google is going to start paying attention to us as fast as you can. So I've encouraged people to do the 90-day challenge for a long time. And I actually have never done it myself, at least not in the past decade. And so I think it's my turn to start too. Jesse started his, and I agreed in our last coaching call that I would also do it too. So this is video number one, and I don't know about you guys, but for me, I just want to talk about some stuff maybe that I don't normally talk about. I want to talk about my dad a little bit, and one of the reasons I'm talking about it was Veterans Day a couple of days ago, and he was a proud Marine, and I've just had him on my mind a lot lately. And my dad was a really, really incredible guy. He was a salesman. He actually sold cars, but he was the guy who, I learned this from my dad. He was the guy who found people who needed a better car and fit them into the car that was perfect for them. It was all about bringing value to the table. So I just want to talk about Dad for a little bit. He's been gone 17 years now, a long time. It doesn't seem like that. I don't know if that ever gets any better. I think it just gets a little easier to deal with, but he was a great guy. Terry was his name, and he had a name like Terry, and for a guy that name, you better be able to, takes a real man to have a pink shirt or a name like Terry, right? But he was a badass Marine and just the kindest person I can remember. So Miss Hulot's dad just wanted to talk about that strategy of bringing value first. When he passed away, we actually had, we went around and we were telling some people, and he had esophageal cancer from smoking. So he had a stoma. He had a little button that he would push, and that would allow him to talk in a gravelly voice. He tried the electronic robot voice, and he just hated it. But they had this technology, this new technology, and it was this thing called a TEP. It was a little button that they could put into where they remove your vocal cords. There's a stoma, a hole, and so he kind of pioneered the use of this TEP. He learned how to use it in about 4 weeks, and his doctors at the VA were very, very like, wow, this normally takes a year, and he got it down in 6 weeks. And they actually had him travel around to different cancer centers where people had a similar cancer surgery and show them how to use this new technology. So he was absolutely always bringing value to the people around him. And when he did pass away, we went around to his regular haunts. I know this is horrible. He picked this up as a habit in his old age, but he enjoyed it, and it was fun for him. He loved scratch offs. So he had this little circuit of all the convenience stores that he would stop at, like 3 convenience stores in our tiny little town, all 3 of them. There's only 3 here. And he would buy a couple of scratch offs and talk to the people there. And, he was just trying to have some adult interaction. And so he was one of the guys at the coffee table at the convenience store, and anyways, when he passed, we went around to tell his friends, and the girl at the convenience stores, all 3 of them were girls. One of them said, oh, he was so special to me. He saved my marriage. He taught me what guys need. And we talked a lot, and he just counseled me through a bad marriage situation. And I just owe him so much. And then the next one was like, oh, it was him who talked to me outside of the store when I was having my cigarette break, and he's the one that convinced me to quit smoking. And and the other one, I forget what the other one was, but but he was just that guy. Excuse me. He brought value everywhere he went, and I just hope that I can live up to his legacy. Hey guys, thanks for listening to me talk. I'm Dan Martin, and it's my treat to invite you to watch my 90-day video challenge. Live large. We'll see you in ENTRE.